You swipe right on dating apps, crafting the perfect witty opening message, hoping for a quick match. But 30,000 years ago, before spoken language even existed, how did our ancestors find a partner? Today, we travel back to the Stone Age. You are about to learn that a bad date in the Pleistocene didn't end with an awkward silence. It ended with a heavy club. We will decode the evolutionary science of nonverbal flirting, biological fitness signals, and witness the oldest, most practical date gift in human history. Marrow. Episode 1, Prehistoric Tinder. But first, we must ask a fundamental question. Why do humans date at all? In the animal kingdom, most primates do not form long-term couples. They live in large groups with fluid mating patterns, or harems guarded by a single dominant male. So why are we different? The answer lies in our brains. As humans evolved, our brains grew larger, which required larger skulls. But a human mother's pelvis could only stretch so far. The evolutionary compromise was that human babies had to be born early, making them completely helpless. Unlike a baby horse that can walk minutes after birth, a human infant requires years of round-the-clock care. A single mother in the harsh ice age could not forage and protect a baby alone. To keep the next generation alive, we needed a cooperative alliance. We needed pair bonding, and that required the invention of the first date. Falling through time, you land in a freezing tundra. The wind howls, and your breath freezes in the air. You spot a potential partner, a cave woman standing near a rock shelter. Eager to impress, you smile, revealing your teeth, and wink. But she doesn't smile back. Instead, she raises her heavy flint axe and growls. Why did this happen? To a Pleistocene hunter, showing teeth isn't a sign of friendliness. It is a classic threat display. Throughout the mammalian world, baring teeth means you are ready to bite. By smiling, you didn't look charming. You look like a predator preparing to attack. Her amygdala, the ancient threat detection center of the brain, immediately fired a danger signal. She raised her axe not out of malice, but out of self-defense. To survive, you must immediately de-escalate. You lower your head slightly, showing the vulnerable curve of your neck. You avoid direct eye contact, which signals aggression. And most importantly, you open your empty palms. In the wild, open palms are the ultimate proof of peace. They show you are not concealing a flint knife or a rock. She slowly lowers her axe, analyzing this strange newcomer. She approaches you warily. She doesn't ask for your name or what you do for a living. Instead, she leans in and sniffs you. This isn't just curiosity. It is a highly advanced biological scan. In evolutionary biology, body odor is a genetic passport. When she inhales, her olfactory receptors are analyzing your major histocompatibility complex, or MHC genes. MHC genes control the immune system. In the wild, the healthiest offspring are born from parents with completely different immune systems, because this gives the child a wider range of disease resistance. If you smell attractive to her, it means your immune genes are complementary to hers. If you smell bad, it is a biological red flag, warning her of genetic redundancy. Luckily, you pass the scent test. Her eyes soften, and she takes a step back. Now, the real dating test begins. Assessing biological fitness. Humans evaluate potential mates using what biologists call honest signals, traits that are physically impossible to fake. A straight spine and symmetrical features indicate that you grew up without severe illness or developmental defects. You try to show off. You puff out your chest, flexing your arm muscles, and attempt to lift a massive gray boulder. Your heart rate monitor spikes. Your muscles strain, but she looks completely unimpressed. Why? Because lifting a useless rock doesn't help the tribe. She wants to see functional strength. She points to a target on a distant tree and hands you a primitive wooden spear. This is a real test of coordination, vision, and motor control, crucial traits for a hunter who must provide meat. You balance the spear, pull back your arm, and throw. The spear hits the center of the target. She nods in approval. Your physical capability is verified. Next, you decide to present a gift. You pull a beautiful, fresh red rose from your leather wrap and hand it to her with a flourish. She sniffs it, takes a bite, chews for a second, and spits it out in disgust. The rose hits you in the face. In the harsh reality of the Ice Age, flowers are useless. They have no calories, and they cannot help you survive a blizzard. In the Pleistocene, energy is the ultimate currency. You realize your mistake. You reach into your wrap and pull out a massive, fat-rich mammoth bone marrow. Her eyes immediately light up. High-calorie fat was the ultimate luxury in a world of freezing scarcity. Fat meant survival, brain growth, and energy. Marrow is the prehistoric equivalent of a diamond ring. She takes the bone, cracks it open with a heavy rock, and splits the rich, yellow marrow in half. She hands half back to you. By sharing food, you have formed a cooperative alliance. The fundamental social contract of early humanity. Night falls, and the temperature drops rapidly. The tribe gathers around a glowing cave campfire. She stands up and begins a rhythmic dance, stomping her feet on the dirt. You stand up and join her, trying to mirror her movements. This isn't just fun. It is a vital social bond. Synchronized dancing releases endorphins and oxytocin in the brain, creating a deep sense of trust. It also serves as a final cardiovascular test. If you can dance for hours after a long day of foraging, your stamina is unquestionable. You match her rhythm, your shadows dancing along the rock walls. In perfect harmony. Before you leave, she reaches around her neck and hands you a necklace made of polished saber-toothed tiger teeth. You wear it proudly on your leather wrap, a physical token of your new alliance. You survive the first date. The next time you go out for a fancy dinner and go dancing, remember, you are just carrying out the ancient rules of Ice Age survival. But the night is far from over. As the campfire embers die, how do you sleep when predators hunt in the dark? Find out in the next episode.